And he would get on, and no matter what I asked him, he would answer.
Yes.
In a very sincere and thought-out way. I'd say, Donald, and I'd always call him Mr. Trump. He liked.
Then he went woke.
Yeah.
And since he's gone woke, his ratings have gone down the tubes, and he sort of went anti-Trump for a couple of reasons.
It's models and a lot of these girls who work in the, anyone who works in the entertainment industry, really, I've only seen 6s and 7s.
Had The Apprentice for 12 years.
Oh, I know.
14 seasons, but 12 years, a lot of time.
Donald Trump talked openly about women, his love life, and beauty pageants on Howard Stern's show. At the time, it was a baffling mix of comedy and audacity. Now, these old tapes are causing chaos for Trump's marriage and image. Even Howard Stern admits their strange connection might have been a mistake. What secrets are unraveling, and why does it matter now? Before we move on, I will like you to subscribe to the channel and like the video. When Donald Trump sat down with Howard Stern, it was like giving someone a mic who really shouldn't have one. Stern would throw a question his way about women, marriage, his daughter, and Trump would just talk, no filter, no second thoughts. At the time, people shrugged it off. "Oh, that's just Trump," they'd say, laughing at his bizarre mix of overconfidence and awkward compliments. But now, those old conversations feel less like harmless entertainment and more like a cringeworthy liability. Take, for instance, the time Trump bragged about walking into beauty pageant dressing rooms to inspect the talent. Back then, Stern played along, the audience chuckled, and it seemed like another episode in Trump's endless saga of self-indulgence. Fast forward to today, and those same remarks have resurfaced as Exhibit A in the public's re-examination of his character.
So, I'd say, well, Donald, I think Angelina Jolie is a great beauty. 7.
Then he went woke.
Yeah.
And since he's gone woke, his ratings have gone down the tubes, and he sort of went anti-Trump for a couple of reasons. Mark Burnett, who's a great guy, and, the producer and all. And all of the people from NBC, everybody came up to see me to talk me out of running.
If I ask you some names, can you tell me who the great beauties are? He goes, first of all, straight face. The great beauties, Howard, are not actresses.
Nobody's laughing anymore, mostly because it's not just about Trump. His behavior drags Melania into it too, with people speculating how much she actually tolerates behind closed doors. Melania, for her part, hasn't said much. Surprise, surprise. At events, she stands off to the side, stiff and distant, giving every impression of someone counting the seconds until the ordeal is over. Her poker face only fuels the rumors. Why wouldn't it? The more Trump's past behavior gets aired out, the more people scrutinize her silence. Is she embarrassed, angry, or just so over it that she's not even bothering? Even Stern himself has changed his tune on his former buddy. In recent interviews, he's described their dynamic as weird and admits he's distanced himself for good. Imagine knowing someone so unfiltered that even Howard Stern can't handle it anymore. But here's the twist. Melania's quiet detachment might not be accidental. Some say it's her way of rebelling, passing on interviews, skipping the drama, and refusing to play along with Trump's chaotic public image. And it's working. Those old conversations on Stern aren't just embarrassing anymore. They're peeling away Trump's carefully constructed image of strength, one quote at a time. Which begs the question, what's Melania's next move?
And he would get on, and no matter what I asked him, he would answer.
Yes.
In a very sincere and thought-out way. I'd say, Donald, and I'd always call him Mr. Trump. He liked.
Had The Apprentice for 12 years.
Oh, I know.
14 seasons, but 12 years, a lot of time. It was so successful. The big question is, did it make a difference? Would I have been president? A lot of people say they created this guy from The Apprentice.
To me, a guest who comes on and says anything that is in his mind is a great guest.
Melania Trump is a mystery that tabloids love to chew on, but lately, it's her silence that's doing all the talking. Think about it. This is a woman who's married to one of the loudest, most chaotic public figures in modern history, yet she rarely says a word. It's easy to brush off her quiet absence as being camera shy, but what if there's more to it? Some say she's not just avoiding the spotlight, she's using her silence as a weapon. Look at Donald Trump. The man jumps at the first sign of criticism, firing off rants that are as wild as they are constant. Melania's approach? Total opposite. Quiet, composed, never giving an inch. When they're seen together, rarely by the way, there's actual space between them most of the time. No hand-holding, no gestures that suggest a united front. At events, it's like they're attending two completely different parties. Cameras eat this up, capturing every moment of the distance, both physical and emotional. Whether she's doing doing it intentionally or not, her silence around him makes people pay even closer attention to what she's not saying.
I don't know if that's true because they chose me because of the
I think
success.
it was-
But I was on his show a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, he has a best of. Did you ever see the best of Howard Stern? I don't want to promote it necessarily, but and they wanted to do a 5-year extension. I said no. That's actually when I knew I was going to do it. And I mean, I love doing The Apprentice.
Really? What? Well, come on. He goes, you know who's a great beauty? I go, who? He goes,
And here's the fun part, it's worked. Early in Trump's presidency, Melania was seen as, for lack of a better term, his sidekick, the loyal wife forced to smile through it all. Fast forward to now, and her detached demeanor has flipped the narrative. These days, people see her silence as something much deeper than passive loyalty. Every distant glance, every skipped event fuels theories that she's sending a message without ever having to speak.
They said it's not possible to win. Nobody's ever done that. I mean, and nobody ever gives up primetime show. It was a big hit.
it's models and a lot of these girls who work in the, anyone who works in the entertainment industry, really, I've only seen 6s and 7s. My daughter, Ivanka, now she's a 10. And so we'd have these discussions.
And I was there for just about all of them, the best of. We had good shows. It was good. But he's changed, and, he doesn't do the ratings anymore.
By staying out of Trump's circus, Melania has carved out a surprisingly strong position. Silence creates a vacuum, and in today's media, a vacuum demands speculation. And boy, do people speculate about her marriage, her motives, and whether she's quietly pushing back. This is the ultimate power move. She doesn't have to argue, confront, or even explain herself. Her quiet rebellion may just be the hardest thing for Trump to handle. So now the question is, if she's reclaiming control through silence, what's Trump's next act in this increasingly awkward show?
They wanted to renew me for 5 years. They were all set to do it, and I didn't want to do it. I wanted to run for. I said I wanted to run for president. Like Howard, I was on Howard Stern show as much as anybody, and
Yeah.
he was great at that time. And
Like that. I'd say, Mr. Trump, tell me, who are the great beauties?
Oh my.
And of course, with the internet now, all these tapes are
Sure,
out there,
yeah.
and they're still using them on a constant.
Trump's old antics on Howard Stern, once seen as brash entertainment, are now tearing at the very image he built. Back then, his wild comments about women and marriage made headlines for laughs. Now they're haunting his reputation and his personal life. Melania's silence, it's like the quiet before a storm, calm, calculated, and undeniably loud in a different way. The irony is painfully clear. Trump's loudmouth ways are being unraveled by his wife's refusal to play along. So, the question remains, while Trump flails to control the narrative, could Melania's silence ultimately become the loudest statement of all?